Alrighty, hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we are making Juggernaut from X-Men 97. So, to begin this tutorial, you're going to need some strip mangrove wood, mangrove slab, brown terracotta, brown wool, black concrete, block of gold, bamboo button, terracotta, gray terracotta, brown concrete, light gray terracotta, white wool, gray wool, stripped dark oak wood, and polished andesite. Once you have all those materials, we may begin. We're going to start with a total of 5 mangrove wood. Sorry. I knew that was coming. 5 rows of mangrove wood, so just do 5 rows here. This isn't a massive tutorial here, so it shouldn't touch, if you have your Mr. Sinister next to Juggernaut, it shouldn't touch him, but it could. We're going to wrap around our mangrove wood here. So bring back 3, and then just wrap it fully around. Perfect. Then we will do, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brown terracotta, and then 1 brown wool. So do all up to this layer here, so I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brown terracotta, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, actually a brown terracotta, then 1, 2, 3, 4 brown wool, 2 brown terracotta, and the rest is just brown wool. Right here, below, actually we'll do the 3D details later. So we're gonna bring up our brown terracottas and our brown wool, brown terracotta, brown wool, and then for the back, what you're gonna do is, starting after this row, these 5 brown terracottas, you're gonna do 6 brown wool instead of 4. Okay, we can do our 3D details now. So right here on this second to last mangrove wood, you're going to put mangrove slab along, and then mangrove wood on top of that. And you're just going to wrap this around the boots here. I never know what to call these. It's kind of like a, I'm gonna call it like a cuff around the boots. That would be what I would call that. And now we can begin the torso, but we're gonna, before we do that, I'll lay out the arms. So you're gonna do 1 brown wool in each corner. Then grab your light gray and white terracotta real quick. Do 2 light gray terracotta and 2 white terracotta. You're gonna do that on the other side as well. Okay. Once we have that, we can go back to the torso. You're going to do finish this layer of brown wool. Then 3 black concrete, 2 block of gold, 3 black concrete. Then for the next row, do 3 black concrete, 2 block of gold, 3 black concrete. Put bamboo button all over the gold. Then you're going to grab your terracotta. You're going to do 2 terracotta, 1 gray terracotta. We're actually going to want to swap around some blocks real quick. Let's do that. You're going to want your terracotta and your gray terracotta next to each other, and your brown terracotta, or no, brown concrete. And we're also going to want our brown terracotta. I think that's how we'll have that, plus these. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay, that's all we'll really have out right now. And then 2 brown concrete, 1 gray terracotta, 2 terracotta, 1 terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, or 2 gray terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 2 gray terracotta, 1 terracotta. For the next row, do 1 gray terracotta, 1 terracotta, 4 gray terracotta, 1 terracotta, 1 gray terracotta. For this next row, do 3 terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 3 terracotta, and then the final bits just do all brown terracotta. For the final 1, 2, 3, 5 rows, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how that should look for right now. And then what we're going to do is do some 3D details. So starting right here, you're going to do 1 brown terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 1 brown terracotta. Skip these 2, do 1 brown terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 1 brown terracotta. An entire row of gray terracotta, 3 brown terracotta, 2 gray terracotta, 3 brown terracotta. Do that one more time. Then do 3 gray terracotta, 2 brown terracotta, 3 gray terracotta. And finally, do 1 row of brown terracotta. That is that part done. We can now begin the arms. The arms are pretty simple. Right here, we're going to break that white terracotta and place a brown terracotta. You're going to do an entire row of brown terracotta, 2 rows of white terracotta, 2 rows of brown terracotta, 1 row of light gray terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta, 2 white terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta, 1 white terracotta, 2 light gray terracotta, 1 white terracotta, an entire row of brown terracotta, and finally 2 rows of white terracotta. We're going to do the exact same thing on this side. Perfect. Now let's do some 3D details. So starting right here, you're going to do a light gray terracotta and 2 white terracotta. Then above that, do 1 white terracotta, 2 light gray terracotta, 1 white terracotta. Above that, do an entire row of brown terracotta. Above that, do an entire row of white terracotta. And above that, do 3 white terracotta. Do the exact same thing on this side. Perfect. And that is the front statue complete. We can now go to the sides. What you're going to do for the sides is bring back 2 rows of your white terracotta, and then bring back your brown terracotta, and bring back your white terracotta. Then you're going to bring back your brown terracotta by 3, 2 rows of white terracotta, 2 rows of brown terracotta, 3 white terracotta there, 2 rows of that, and then bring back and then do 3 light gray terracotta, an entire row of brown terracotta, and bring back your white terracotta. We're going to do the same thing here. bring back some white terracotta, brown terracotta, white terracotta, and then just continuing the same thing we just did. So after this, we're going to be... I'm really trying to hurry up and finish our X-Men, our main roster of X-Men characters, and then we'll try and do some of the lesser known stuff like that here soon. We're going to then do repeating the front, except back here, do 2 light gray terracotta right here, and then your 2 rows of brown terracotta. Starting from left to right, do 2 white terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta, 2 white terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta, an entire row of light gray terracotta, an entire row of brown terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta, 2 white terracotta, 3 white terracotta. You're going to do the exact same thing on this side. Perfect. Then we'll do some 3D details once we do the back. So to start the back, you grab your brown wool, do an entire row of brown wool, an entire row of black concrete, 2 entire rows of black concrete, my bad. 2 terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 1 gray terracotta, 2 terracotta. For the next row, do 2 terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 1 gray terracotta, 2 terracotta. For the next row, do 2 gray terracotta, 3 brown terracotta, 2 gray terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 1 terracotta, 3 brown terracotta, or 4 brown terracotta. I hope I didn't say 3 for that one. 4 brown concrete, 1 terracotta, and 1 gray terracotta. And for the next row, just do an entire 5 or 6 rows. 5 rows of brown terracotta. Now we can do some 3D details. Starting right here, or actually right here, we're going to do 1 light gray terracotta, 2 gray terracotta, 1 brown terracotta, 2 gray terracotta, 1 brown terracotta, 2 gray terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta. Starting right here, do 3 light gray terracotta, 2 brown terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 2 brown terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 2 brown terracotta, and 3 light gray terracotta. Starting right here, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brown terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 2 brown terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brown terracotta. For the next row, do 1 white terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta, 2 white terracotta, 8 brown terracotta, 2 white terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta, 1 white terracotta. Skip this block, do 3 white terracotta, 2 gray terracotta, 4 brown terracotta, 2 gray terracotta, 3 white terracotta. And that'll be the end of the top row there. Now to begin, actually our shoulders, just fill that in with white terracotta. And now we can begin the head of our statue. And this is going to be very easy at first. So what we're going to do is start with a barren, bald head with a mouth, eyes, and eyebrows. So do 3 white terracotta on both sides and then bring them together with white terracotta. Do 3 white terracotta, 2 light gray terracotta, 3 white terracotta, 1 white terracotta. We're going to need our white wool and gray wool and stripped dark oak wood. Do an entire row of white terracotta first. Then do 1 white terracotta, 1 white wool, 1 gray wool, 2 white terracotta, 1 gray wool, 1 white wool, 1 white terracotta, 1 white terracotta, 2 stripped dark oak wood, 2 white terracotta, 2 stripped dark oak wood, 1 white terracotta, and the final 3 rows are white terracotta. With that said, just fill in the entire rest of the head with white terracotta. So bring this back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, just 5. Then bring it back. And then we'll just, once again, just like I said, just fill this entire thing in with white terracotta. And then we may begin his big old dome thing that he's got. Honestly, don't even know what it's called. It's weird. Like a weird helmet. I don't know why it's shaped like that. Like, you couldn't just come up with anything else. You had to shape it like that. Is it really... It's not like Rhino, where, like, all his stories are that he's, like, trapped in a big old Rhino mech suit thing that he was using. Now he's trapped in it and can't get out of it. That's his whole thing, really. Sometimes he has, like, the strength of a rhino, and actually, or is sometimes a rhino. Rhino is such an interesting character. But we're talking about Juggernaut here, so once you have that done, I think we already filled the top. Yeah, fill up the top too if you didn't do that already. We're going to begin the mask. Yay! We're going to get rid of all of our materials and grab just our brown terracotta and our polished andesite. Literally, that's it. We're going to start on the sides. Okay. Make our life easier. So, what you're going to do, starting right here, do 2 brown terracotta, go in a little diagonal right here, and do 2 brown terracotta. Place a brown terracotta here, and above that, and then a polished andesite above that. Next to it, do 3 brown terracotta going down. And here's the thing that I'm typically wanting to do is just fill this empty space in, because you might as well. You don't have to. I'm not saying you have to, but I like to. Makes them feel more squeezed in. You know what I mean? But right here, you're gonna do 4 brown terracotta, 4 brown terracotta here. Bring this terracotta back to this part. So let's go back by 3. And then just bring this all the way back perfectly. And then do 2 brown terracotta here. Okay. And then do... One, 2, 3 brown terracotta, and then 4 brown terracotta here. And then right here, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brown terracotta, all right here, just like that. Okay. And then a brown terracotta on top of this, 1 forward, and just fill this part in by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brown terracotta right there, and then 1, 2, 3 brown terracotta on top of that one. We're just going to fill this part in up to this block here. Fill this whole thing in. We're going to do the same thing over here in the back that we did over here. So you're going to go, obviously, with your 3. Okay, we already did that. So then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 3, and then we're going to bring that all the way up to this point here. We're going to continue filling this all in. And then fill this all the way up like that. And then right there, we're going to do our little thing right there. This would be a total of 4 right there. And that's that part done, where we will then break this top bit here and just fill that in with brown terracotta. And then fill in this top part with brown terracotta. Okay? Pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be. Let me just make sure. It is incorrect. No, that's correct. So we're going to do 3 right here. Let's just do 2 right there for now. Yeah, that's correct. That's how that should look. All right, now we're going to do that face real quick. So starting right here, do 2 brown terracotta, 1 polished andesite, 1 brown terracotta. Then do 2 brown terracotta sticking out. This is going to be 4, so 1, 2, 3 right there. So that's 4 total. Then do the same thing right here. We're just going to do the same little shape that we did on the left side here. Should be like that. Polished andesite right there, right? Yeah. And then 1, 2. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 here. Just fill this whole thing in. Just because my OCD of it being empty is just weird to me. It doesn't look right. Because it's not. It's supposed to be like this. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then break this. And fill this part. Okay, we will then do the face real quick. We'll continuing the face. So right here in this corner, do 3. Same thing on the other side. And then do 2 on the other side as well. Then do 3, other side as well. Then do 1, other side as well, and then 2 in the middle. 1 on the other side. Same, and then just 2 in the middle. And just fill this whole thing in right here. Until you reach this point where you will fill this part in right there. And that is the face complete. We will then do the back real quick. So the back isn't too difficult, as we've already once again started it. So do 2 right here, pushing out, a polished andesite and a polished, or not a polished, brown terracotta. Do the same thing on the other side. Do 2 right next to that polished andesite, 1 above that, and then meet in the middle there type thing. one brown terracotta here on both sides, and then bring it together here. What you're basically going to do is just fill this whole thing in. Just fill it all in. Right here, just do brown terracotta, just covering the white terracotta here. Except right here, do a brown terracotta. And right here, do a brown terracotta. Fill in this top with brown terracotta. And that'll have finished the entirety of your Juggernaut statue. I know that was kind of a lot, and I did it as quick as I possibly could, but I wanted to make sure that we weren't working with a very long tutorial here, so always pause if you need to with that. But that is your Juggernaut statue. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.